Wait until I'm recording.
Oh.
Alright, yes. Last time I yelled at the game a lot. But we got communists
Yay!
to go to jail. As you do. So
Whatever.
now I need to go down here. To get the lawyer. And I think I remember... I think like... I don't know, like the...
Hairball surprise! Atlantic rolling monkey! Followed by Lala Squallow!
I feel like that shouldn't still be that loud in this hallway.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
So I think that maybe like... that guy will have tools in the jail or something?
That's weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
Why
I
we're
want
doing
to tell
this.
you a sad story of a young man unjustly imprisoned merely for speaking his mind.
It's time to shake up the hive!
I guess our business is settled.
Almost.
What? Was that for the photo, girl?
No, that was just for being you. I don't have time to get you for Lola, but I'm sure somebody will.
You didn't have time to save her either. But don't feel too bad about that, Manny. I hear saving women really isn't your forte.
Burn.
It's a pretty sick burn.
It is.
So now... I feel like... we need to do something in here, maybe?
What a horrible jail cell. Then again, it sure talked reward offered for cargo stolen from shipyard receiving area, including a large suitcase bearing the initials HL.
Alright. Maybe we need to go talk to the bee? Did they actually arrest union members for
I don't know.
striking? Was that a thing?
Hmm?
What about in the Land of the Dead? Did that happen in the Land of the Dead? I feel like that doesn't seem very constitutional, but that means nothing.
Yeah, things are a little different there.
Hell no, we won't work!
Hell no, we won't work!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Hell no, we won't
Authentic
work!
CB
Hell no,
equipment.
we won't work!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Bogan is a big fat jerk!
Are we bees or
Nothing
are we
scarier than a
flies?
bunch of angry
Are we
bees.
bees or are we flies?
Are we bees or
No
are we
more
flies?
lies! No more lies!
No more lies, no more lies!
Are we bees
Those
or
are some
we
pretty big
flies?
tools.
Are we bees or are we flies?
I'll just have
more
Gladys
lies,
come
no
pick them up
more
on our way out
lies.
of town.
No more lies, no more lies!
So do you have to
Anybody's gonna be using them.
break Glottis of his gambling addiction now?
That is a good question. We are gonna need to get him out of there, I think. Oh, I know how we are going to do that.
Something silly?
I think that at this point, the guy has to be here. Guy has to be back at Manny's. I believe that the police should now be back at Manny's. If I'm wrong, then we're back to walkthrough land, because I will be plumb out of ideas. So I think the logic here is that right now Glottis is playing based on the fact that he owns half the club.
Right.
And if we lose the club
Oh, then he has to stop playing. Okay.
by like getting it completely shut down,
Right.
which sucks for all the employees, but you know,
Yeah, like the poor coat check girl.
yeah.
Sorry, you're about to lose your job.
You know, Manny doesn't seem to really care about these people. I mean, I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he kind of does.
Well, I mean, probably it'll just be continue to run under different management that's more willing to cheat with
Yeah,
the
that
government.
might be true.
So they'll be
Mesdames et
fine.
messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus.
Okay. Well, we could we can maybe be able to talk to Bogan, but What's the point? We know what we need.
Let's just screw with him.
Yeah. We know what we need to do. So now I have to wait for this damn table to come up. Alright.
No more bets, please.
There we go.
14. 14 is the winner. Le 14. Numero 14 est le gagnant.
I think you mean 2. Am I correct?
No, monsieur. 14 is the winner.
I think you've made a mistake.
I'm sorry, sir. 14 is the winning number. Better luck next time, eh?
That does it! That Calavera's getting too big for his britches. I don't like raiding businesses and shutting them down. But someone's got to teach Manuel a lesson in law and order.
Oops.
This way, back here. Open those paddy wagons up and start filling them. And somebody find Calavera. I want to interrogate him personally.
Seems like we should run away.
Yeah.
How long are they gonna close it for? Huh. Yeah, you better cut off the big guy's credit then. Yeah. Throw the drunk out on his big orange butt. And bring me Calavera so we can talk about his debt.
Hey, come on! You gotta let me back in! I'm a VIP!
Does that stand for very inebriated pianist?
It should.
Benny, I don't want to be a pianist anymore. I'm a mechanic.
I know. That's why I got you a new job. Come on, let's go pick up your tools.
Yep.
I want to make more
I can do whatever
haste
I want
than
to the
that.
engine. Make it faster.
Sure, but you'll be plenty busy just keeping her afloat.
Thanks for the gig, and for not asking too many questions.
Hell, after
Indeed.
what happened in Naranja, I can see why you'd leave town. Let's just hope I don't have to go fishing you out of the drink again.
I'll stay under next time. I promise.
Oh, we're back to mopping.
That paint is not in good condition.
No. And another year has elapsed.
That paint is in better condition.
How the hell did he do all that?
Captain Calavera?
Puerto Zapato, sailor. We're here at last. Beautiful port, isn't she?
Yes, sir. There's some customs officials down below, sir. They want to search the ship.
Fine. We've got nothing to hide, eh? No skeletons in our closet.
Yes, sir.
Secure the bow, boys, like a rock this time.
Manuel,
Salvador?
I hope this very urgent message gets to you in time. Our man in Zapato says Miss Colomar never made it to the port. It said she threw herself overboard at the Pearl. I don't know if you believe that. Whatever you do, do not land in Puerto Zapato. It's a trap. Assassins will attempt to board your ship disguised as customs agents. Beware, and viva la revolución!
Okay. Well, that's a fly in the ointment. We've been traveling for 2 years and we finally get here, and turns out Meche threw herself into the drink.
Allegedly.
Well, I don't have any reason to doubt. What's his name?
I don't know.
You know,
Bird.
revolutionary guy. Let's see what we got. This ship is, I don't know. What is this? Like a ziggurat or something?
I don't know.
It's like a... I don't think they make ships that way.
Not usually.
So what is this an homage to? I don't know. Maybe nothing. We have racing stripes on the boat.
Tide 9 Nice and strong. We almost lost her at the last port, but it looks like they learned their lesson. No matter how heavy deck furniture looks, always use the proper cleats.
How the hell far away? Like, this is a steamer ship, and it took them a year? Jesus.
Well, I mean, maybe they had to do other stuff.
Oh, you think they went other places?
Well, to afford all of that chrome.
Oh, like...
Tied nice and strong.
Just for that?
At the last port. Hey, Gladys was right. These do look better chromed.
Nothing else to look at. So, what the hell are we gonna do? Oh my god.
That's bad.
Ensign Arnold was just a kid.
Something...
Oh, no.
Somebody boarded us?
Apparently.
This can't be happening.
Hey! He's back here!
Sack him!
That's bad.
Custom officials, open this door!
Yeah.
I will meet you there.
Yeah, we want to check your bags.
Don't worry, Captain. We're safe in here. Okay, let's just set the explosives and get the hell out of here.
Gladys is not as comfortable now.
That's the throttle for the port side engine. That's the port anchor control.
Okay.
That's the starboard anchor control.
Starboard anchor control. Port anchor control. And we can see that the anchor there is down. And then the anchor there is also down. Well, what are we gonna do?
Start pulling levers.
Yes, we only have 4 thingies. So, looks like the ship won't do shit like that. So that's... okay. So the ship is all the way to the right now. What if we bring this anchor up? Huh.
Not really sure what we're trying to achieve here.
So forward and back don't do anything. There we go. Okay.
So we've wrapped our anchors around one another?
Yep.
And this is going to help us...
Well... I think I know what I'm supposed to do, but I wanted to just check that first. Okay. Oh, you know why? The X for exit is like referring to a PlayStation controller. Whereas I have a Xbox controller. So X ain't X. So what we're trying to do here doesn't make a lot of sense, really.
Nope.
Unless you've thought about it. Which is that we want to actually like tear the ship apart.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah. Huh.
It would probably be easier to raise it with the motor.
Huh. Why do I think that that's a thing?
I have no idea.
Like, what happens if I... Can you do that? Because he acted like he won't do it. Okay, I guess he will do it. Why wouldn't he say, like, oh, I should raise it for... Okay. Alright. That's the solution?
Well, there you go.
Oh my god.
So you can't do it that way. I guess moving it back and forth is just a way of getting them tied together? But that happens immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing.
Yeah.
I would have Googled it like 5 minutes ago. He did not cover his ears.
No.
What was that?
The dotted line, buddy.
Well.
And now the ship will sink.
Well, that didn't do it, though. So now, I guess I need to pull this side in.
If I mess with these anchors anymore, we might go down with the ship.
Oh.
So do you just press the button?
I think maybe I can move the ship now.
Oh.
There we go.
And this is wildly implausible.
Yeah, I don't think that's how boats work.
That's how it would sink too.
But I guess we're on the side with the propellers. So that's good.
Just a little farther, Gladys.
What is Glottis? Like,
Glottis is a
Manny, choking!
Mira, snap out of it, sailor.
Easy for you to say, you don't have lungs.
Hey, you live without your heart once, so you can live without air for a little while. Just until I figure out what we're gonna do.
he is a demon created for the land of the dead in order to help the people.
oh.
Like I think the other, like the demon, there was another demon that was like moving wine. I think he is the same thing.
Okay.
So he exists in order to do things. He never gets to leave because this is his actual home.
Beware, brave captain! Here in the darkest depths of the Sea of Lament dwell the most horrible monsters of all. The fearsome, murky demons of the deep will swallow you whole the instant you leave this pool of light. Heed my warning, or take one step forward and learn for yourself!
All right, I believe you. Just quit it with the creepy spirit of the land voice, huh?
Okay.
Here comes one now!
I think I know what this is going to be. Should be a guy.
Híjole, he look... Amigo!
Huh? Who? Oh, geez, another shipwreck. You see? That's why I'll never travel by boat.
What are you doing down here?
Trying to get out of the land of the dead, same as everybody else.
Why are you walking instead of taking a ship?
Got sick of waiting around Rubicava for a boat. Figured I'd make better time this way.
Why didn't I think of that?
Because that's retarded.
Is everything okay with your eyebrows?
Them is barnacles, genius. I don't move fast enough to shake them, so they tend to pile up. I don't mind, though. They're the only company I got. Ain't you, boys?
Okay.
How do you know where you're going?
See the moon over there? I just keep it on my right. That way I know I'm heading in a straight line.
But...
Oldest trick in the book.
Yes, like a moth with a flame, he's confused because that's probably a fixed point. I don't believe that the moon is usually originating from inside the ocean very deep in the water.
Shouldn't you have hit dry land by now?
I'm trying to cross a big ocean here, Sonny. What do you know about it?
I've already done it. In a boat.
A boat? Don't talk to me about boats.
But that's okay.
What's the problem with boats?
We had such a nice boat. Why is everybody always talking about boats? You got a perfectly good pair of legs. Why not use them, I say?
Because that would take a really long time.
Let me guess. You died in a boat wreck.
A boat wreck would have been better than what happened to us. Led off course by bad equipment, lost for weeks, no food, no shelter from the sun. We'd started throwing the dead overboard. But then the sharks began following the boat.
Sharks. He was killed by sharks. I feel like I should remember that fact. I don't know if I really need to, but...
What happened in the end?
What happened was, I learned 3 valuable lessons. Stay away from boats. When it comes to navigation, trust only the moon and the stars. And when there's only 2 of you left, never, ever go to sleep.
Ah, he wasn't killed by...
Where'd you get the coral?
Edge of the world, boy. That's the only place it grows.
Now that's interesting because Domino, wait, was it Domino that had that or the boss? Anyway, one of them had that, and that implies that they get around a little bit.
How long have you been down here?
Well, let me put it this way. I wasn't always this color.
How have you kept that light going all these years?
Well, I found this coral, this glow-in-the-dark coral. Damn, this thing glows like a lightning bug and never seems to wear out.
I had some of that once. Made a nice grappling hook.
I don't think you had what I got, because I don't think you've been to the place where I got it.
We've had a little accident. Think you could help us out?
Depends on what kind of help you're looking for.
Take us to the Pearl. Tag along with you. Borrow that light for a second.
Could we borrow that light for a second?
Sorry, I'm kind of attached to it.
Could we tag along with you?
Well, it's a long walk you're talking about.
We don't have any other choice.
Oh, all right then. Lift those knees, stick close to my light, and try to sing in key. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Scare away sea monsters. Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. 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 I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Not gonna let you touch it. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Well,
let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
This is obviously not going to be fruitful. And I don't believe I can skip it. So let's watch these polygons walk themselves around. And I suspect we're going to come right back to where we were. Yep.
Whoever built this, I hate you.
Yeah.
I thought that looked like our ship.
That's just a trick the ocean plays on your mind, kid. Makes everything look the same after a while, like you was going in circles.
Well, this isn't the kind of progress I was hoping for.
Oh, well, the wet march of the soul ain't for everybody.
Could you take us to the Pearl?
Ha! You don't believe those old stories, do you? You think somewhere in this ocean there's a gigantic pearl that shines so brightly it can be seen from passing ships? And that sometimes sailors so allured by its luster actually fling themselves overboard to dive for it and are never heard from again?
Yeah, and I think it's right over...
Bah! I've been walking this ocean for years. I ain't never seen it.
Do you think it's that big glowing orb over there? Maybe?
No, really? The Pearl is right over there.
You poor sucker! That's the moon! Tell me you didn't come all this way out here to pearl dive the moon.
You know, the world is full of stupid people who don't know what the hell they're talking about.
And they're very confident.
Oh, sure. I promise to call for help at the next phone booth I walk by.
Well, I don't want to break your stride there.
Okay, see you around.
Watch out for sea monsters.
Who? These guys? Oh, they don't mess with old Chipito. I'm too bright for them. This little light of mine.
You all right?
This
Not
little light of mine.
Hang in there, Mano.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little.
You all right?
I'm gonna let it shine.
Not blue yet.
Hide it under some seaweed.
That light is just the sort of thing we need.
I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed.
So
no,
I just
I'm
told
gonna let
Manny
it shine.
to
Let it shine.
pick up the... There he is.
Lego! Lego!
There we go.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Follow me.
Where are you taking me?
To the moon.
Simple puzzle. Not bad. Manhandle the dude.
Yes.
Manny, is that the Pearl?
Yeah, no shit.
I knew I'd find her someday. I'm rich, 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 rich,
Doubt it.
rich.
Shh, something's happening.
Manny, what's going on?
Oh, it's an octopus.
Yes, it is.
I don't know, but I don't like the way that thing's looking at us.
That is not something
I'm
you
not
see
going
every
down
day.
there while that monster's looking right at me. That octopus is tracking us. I had no idea their eyesight was so good.
Well, what in the hell are we gonna do about that? Let's try walking around here.
I'm not going down there while that monster's looking right at me.
Is that a path that we can, like,
I don't
follow?
know. Maybe.
Ugh. Watch those hands, clams.
Can you slice those off and do something with them?
Hey, lay off! Hey, lay off! Hey, where are you going? You can't leave me here all alone! Come back here!
It's mean.
Man, we really dicked that guy over.
She's coming back.
Looks like we're heading south! But there's nothing on that edge of the world! Except the edge!
This world has an end. Where does that water go?
Yeah.
Into the void? Alright.
Manny?
Don't ask, carnal, cause I don't know.
So I guess this is the pearl. Or something. Where are we?
The edge of the world.
Edge of the world. What is the pearl?
It's
just a that's just a place they know where to drop the people off, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak inside and look for Michi.
What if that octopus comes back while you're gone?
Poke him in the eye and steal his sub.
Stupid octopus.
No problem. Okay. Let's find out what the hell we're doing here.
This door's locked.
Door's locked. Is there something over here?
This door's locked.
I guess not. Thought there might be something at the end of that walkway, but there's not.
That ashtray's so fancy you could eat caviar out of it.
We were underwater.
No. We're above water, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I think we are.
It's empty. Meche,
Manny, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know. By the way, thanks for that bottle of champagne you sent me. It really hit the spot.
You were headed for a trap. I was trying to warn you. Domino was using me like bait. I didn't want you to end up a prisoner here like me.
Prisoner? Where's your cell? Or are you just sharing a bunk with the warden?
If that's what you think of me, then why did you come here?
Because this is where he belongs. Here, working for me. I knew you'd come around eventually. Right or wrong, Manuel Calavera is always with the winning team, right, Manny? That's why you're here now.
I'm getting off this rock, and I'm taking all of these people with me.
Manny, there's no way off this island. I'm afraid you're stuck here in my little executive training program. See, I need you to take my place here, kid. I've got to get back to the city where the action is.
Sorry, Manny, but I had to come in. My skin was getting all pruny.
Him, I don't need.
Gladys!
I'm gonna grind you to powder for that, cabrón.
Maybe later. But for now, let me just show you your new office.
Careful, BB. The new boss is waking up.
I like my old desk better. No drawers. This is sad. Hola, angelitos.
I'll bite you, I swear to God!
Please don't bite anyone else, Pugsy. That's why they put us in the cage in the first place.
Why do you want to bite me?
You're the mean new boss.
Mr. Hurley said you were meaner than him.
He said you had a bone saw.
My name is Manny Calavera. What's yours?
Mr. Hurley told us about you. You're the one who tricked Meche.
Poor Meche.
Tricked Meche.
It's not an accurate representation of what happened.
That is an inaccurate representation.
Meche's my friend. You can ask her.
She talked about you before.
Every time she says your name, she looks so sad.
I don't know what you did to her, but you're gonna be sorry!
Jeez. Very protective of Meche, these kids.
What are you two doing in this cage?
Making light bulbs.
Look, we're working as hard as we can. Why don't you leave us alone?
Okay, back to work.
So mean.
I don't think that conversation's going to be helpful. Okay, that's the door that was locked before. And this way... It looks like a door, doesn't it?
Yep.
Wait, what's on this wall? Is there something on that wall? I guess not.
Just rivets.
Oh, look, it's my Prince Charming. Are you back here just to insult me some more, or do you just want some ice for your head?
Insult. They don't have lungs. How do they smoke?
Ow! Oh, my stockings. They're ruined. And this was my best pair.
Manuel is a little...
Try to have one nice thing on this cruel island.
Manuel a little hot under the collar from that.
Good enough for me.
What is?
Oh, the speed at which you're working.
That's nice, Manny, but you're not my boss, so really I couldn't care less.
Good. Excellent. Carry on.
Oh, I did not want that. I wanted to talk to her. How do I talk to Meche? Every time he just smokes. Is there a way to...
Come on. We're getting out of here.
Trying to steal my commission from Domino again. Manny, don't you ever give up?
I'm not after any commission. I just want to get us both out of here.
Then why don't you just ask your boss for the day off?
I think we need to talk.
Start talking. You're the salesman.
I have a lot of explaining to do.
Save your breath. Domino's explained it all to me already.
What did he explain?
Can't believe you think he's my boss. He's my arch enemy.
I think he's your boss. You think he's my boyfriend. We don't seem to have a good foundation of trust in our relationship, do we?
All right, fair enough.
I'm sorry I implied he was your boyfriend. I do trust you.
Well, I'm not sure I trust you about that. But I'll tell you one thing that would convince me.
Name it.
Give me your gun.
What? What makes you think I have a gun?
You work for the most heavily armed organization in the land of the dead. Don't try to tell me they didn't issue you a gun.
They didn't issue me a gun.
What, are you on probation? I'm not buying this, Manuel. Manny, why don't you come back when you're willing to deal straight with me, okay?
It sounds like we need a gun.
Yep.
To convince Meche of our...
Sir, do you have an appointment?
I'm going in there to tell Domino my demands.
I don't think you fully understand the chain of command around here. Pugsy and BB work for you. You and I work for Domino, who works for Hector Le Mans, crime boss of El Maro.
Well, I think it's time for a little corporate restructuring.
Hector Le Mans.
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape. Domino. Domino!
Taking your first coffee break already, Calavera?
We got a score to settle, Issy.
You know, if I ever spoke to my boss Hector that way.
You killed my best friend.
The demon? Manny, you can use a demon as a driver. Let him carry your messages, let him serve you food. But you can't ever start thinking of them as friends. It's just not natural.
Jerk.
Yeah.
How can you keep little children in a cage?
Trust me, it's easier than keeping big kids in a cage.
Well, he's got a point there.
That is correct.
Why don't you just sprout me like you tried at Puerto Zapato?
That wasn't me. That was Hector. He's so unimaginative. Just wants to tie up the loose ends, you know? But I believe, however, that you can be rehabilitated through honest work.
So, Hector tried to have us bumped off.
What are you doing out here on the edge of the world?
Oh, I know. I ask myself that every day. But I'm going to train you, Manny, to take my place here running this 2-bit light bulb factory.
Is that really what this is?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So what did we see? We saw them dump a bunch of people off a boat, I think. And then the octopus picked them up. And then what? Like, do they make light bulbs?
I don't know, I guess. They enslaved them. Yay, slavery.
You and Hector set up a secret hideout to make light bulbs?
Oh, no, that's just a side benefit. The real purpose is to have a place we can lock up all those old clients of mine. Can't have good people wandering loose in the land of the dead, telling everybody how we stole their double-in tickets, now can we?
Why don't they just kill them?
Yeah.
Like, grind them up or something?
I guess it's more profitable this way?
Well, I mean... It seems like they're just storing most of the people. They only have a couple people working on light bulbs.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe they mine the coral. Maybe the angelitos make the light bulbs out of like the ore. Okay. Well,
you stole all these people's tickets?
Okay, how much of this haven't you figured out, Calavera? Capal would route all the good clients to me after he switched over their tickets to a secret holding fund. I'd cover up the paper trail, and we'd make sure that the pigeon jumped overboard at the Pearl.
I think I'm confused. Don't you get on the train in El Maro? But these people actually got on a boat, so maybe not. Maybe the train comes later. So how do they get to the boat? I mean, I guess it would be cost prohibitive to make a train go over a giant ocean, but
yeah.
I mean, they are the land of the dead after all.
They've got time.
Yeah. And again, I don't believe there's an economy. They can just make demons to be slave labor. I I don't know if this is a...
Well, I gotta get back to trying to escape.
Hey, you do that, kid. Knock yourself out.
Kind of seems like they grow facial hair.
He seems completely unaware of how close I am to escape.
Alright. And I guess maybe sprouting people is also kind of expensive.